Easter morning. I hope that whatever in you was crucified or has been killed as a result of this pandemic is risen today and finding new life. So today we're going to start with the bandhas. Mula bandha is the pulling of the tissue between the rectum and the genitals up, in and up toward the stomach. And this is a way of moving the prana, the life force. It's a very interesting idea that the less healthy you are, the more prana is outside of your body. And the healthier you are, the more prana is kept within your body. So this is an interesting idea about how do you not trap the prana, but fill yourself and learn to distribute it. So the bandhas are one of the ways to move the energy again, and this mixing of the prana and apana, which next week we'll be concentrating on Uddiyana bandha, but this week we're concentrating on Mula bandha. And you're going to see what that does to your nervous system's energy. Now, another interesting about why we're doing pranayama, separate from the idea of looking at the 8 limbs of yoga as a hierarchical, step 1, step 2, and so it begins with yama and niyama and ends up with samadhi. So to that extent, you might think of it as a linear progression. But there's another way of also thinking about yoga and asana and pranayama, and that is, why are you doing what you're doing? So for instance, when you do a yoga posture, for instance, triangle pose, although we say it's a category of standing poses, right? But how you do the pose depends on why are you doing the pose. You can do trikonasana to release tension in your neck or your shoulders. You can do trikonasana to open your chest. You can do trikonasana to soften your stomach. You can do trikonasana to free your low back. You can do trikonasana to work on your hips or your knees or the arches of your feet. And so, of course, the reason behind why you're doing it is going to change how you do it. And so that's also true in pranayama. Rather than just saying the repetition of the Yoga Sutra that says that once you've steadied yourself in asana and your mind has learned to become effortless, and they say like in tune with the infinite, that's a great one, then pranayama comes next because of the stability of the body, and it removes the veil. It prevents you from, or I should say, it helps you overcome that which prevents you from seeing the light of your own consciousness. So why are we doing pranayamas? This is a good question. I'm not going to give you the answer. You have to find your own one. But anyway, this is another part of the total pranayama package. How do you move the bandhas? How do you create these blocks in the body, these contractions in the body, and what does it do to your energy? So we're going to start off with Ujjayi, 7 days. Ujjayi 1 day, Viloma next day, Anuloma, Pratiloma, Surya Bedana, Chandra Bedana, Nadi Shodhana, the same practices we've been doing for the last couple of weeks, except we're going to add the Mula bandha. And it usually is done on the internal retention, which we've already gone over how to hold the breath, Antar Kumbhak. But it'll only be for 8 seconds worth till you develop those muscles. So here's how it's going to go. We're going to start for the first round, open nostril inhale, open nostril exhale, pulling Mula bandha at the end of the inhale. Then the second round will be partially closed nostrils open, partially closed nostrils inhale, pull Mula bandha, open nostril exhale. The third round will be open nostril inhale, pull Mula bandha, partially closed nostril exhale. And then the fourth one would be partially closed nostril inhale, pull Mula bandha, partially closed nostril exhale, and then relax. So that's what we're doing. Let's try it today. All right, get your stance. You know how to do it. Exhale your breath. Bring your chin down. Take a few slow, soft, quiet inhales, slow, soft, smooth, silent exhales. Get yourself ready. And then you make your next exhale a little deeper so your nervous system knows the cycle is about to begin. Open nostril inhale. Do it. Now pause and squeeze the rectum genitals in and up and hold. Let loose the Mula bandha and exhale the breath slowly, smoothly, silently, softly. Take a restorative inhale. Second round. As the breath exhales, deepen the posture. Inhale through open nostrils. Feel it coming up from the pelvic rims all the way to the collarbones. When you reach your comfortable maximum, pause, squeeze the root lock, pull it in and up, hold it minimal 8 seconds. Let the lock go, exhale the breath without loss of height or girth in your spine, and restore to breathing. Third cycle. Exhale the breath restoratively, then inhale from pelvic rim to collarbone, front, sides, and back body simultaneously. Pull the root lock. Let it go and exhale. And then breathe in and out. Now, when I started this whole thing, I was doing the Viloma, interrupted inhale and interrupted exhale, to elasticize the lungs. But now another tip, that when I'm teaching pranayama classes for beginners, I always mention that it's important to get rid of the stale gases, so you make the exhale longer than the inhale at the beginning, so there's room for inhale. If you don't get rid of the existing oxygen that's in the body, there's no room to take in new oxygen. Like trying to add fresh water to a glass or a pitcher that already has water in it that's contaminated. Putting fresh water in it won't get rid of the contamination. You have to empty out the dirty water first. So same idea here. So this time we're going to make sure that we hold the exhalation, we do the exhalation longer than the inhalation. You have to count within to find out what that is. So partially closed nostril inhale, hold the breath, long exhale, open nostril. Let's try it. Restorative breath. Now, raise the hand. Partially close both nostrils and inhale. Relax the hand. Mula Bandha. Now let that go and slow exhale longer than the inhale. And restore to breathing. All right, let's do a better coordination on the second round. Restorative exhale. Raise the hand. Partially closed nostril inhale. Relax the hand. Squeeze the Mula Bandha. Let it go with a longer exhale. And restore to breath. Third cycle of the second round. Restorative exhale. Raise the hand. Partially close the nostrils as you inhale. Relax the hand. Squeeze the Mula Bandha. Let it go and long, slow, soft exhale. Back to restorative breathing. Getting better at squeezing that root lock and holding it. It's called Ashwini Mudra, when you just pull the rectum, just like when you're finishing going to the toilet, or if you watch your dog or a horse, the way they finish their bowel movement, right? Those muscles just work. It's just around the rectum, the anus, right? But then you can also squeeze the soft tissue, the perineum. So you got to bring them both together, move it in and then up, all right? Third round is going to be open nostril inhale, squeeze the Mula Bandha, then partially close the nostrils as you exhale and make the exhale longer than the inhale. 3 times. Let's try it. Exhale the breath. Get your Jalandhara Bandha. Don't forget to lift from the Muladhara by squeezing those legs in toward each other. And now, open nostril inhale. Squeeze the Mula Bandha. Let that go. Partially close the nostrils as you exhale. Restore to breathing. Second round. Inhale your breath. Pull the root lock. As you let it go, partially closed nostril exhale. Restorative breathing. Third cycle in the third round. Restorative breath. Inhale your open nostril. Inhale. Come on. Squeeze the root lock. Hold it steady with effortlessness. Let it go. Partially closed nostril exhale. Restorative breathing. Right, the fourth round, partially closed nostril inhale, squeeze the root lock, partially closed nostril exhale. I'm going to pinch the nostrils closed while we're holding the breath. Let's try it 3 times. Exhale your breath. Do the chin lock. Raise the hand, partially closed, inhale. Now pinch the nostrils closed, squeeze the root lock. Let that go, partially closed nostril exhale, longer than the inhale. Drop the hand, restorative breathing. One and done. After the exhale, raise the hand, partially closed nostril inhale. Block both nostrils, pull the root lock. Let that go. Partially closed nostril exhale. Relax the hand, restorative breath. Last cycle, last best chance. Exhale your breath, lift the chest, drop the chin. Raise the hand, partially close the nostrils, breathe in. Pinch them closed, squeeze the root lock. Let it go, partially closed nostril exhale. Relax the hand, do your restorative breathing. Slowly raise your head, gently open your eyes if they were closed, and then have a blessed day.